Hello, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez Williams, and I am going to make a shrimp fried rice with broccoli and rice, cauliflower rice. So it is going to be absolutely delicious. We're going to start with a tablespoon of avocado oil. You can, if you don't have avocado oil, you can use coconut oil or coconut oil or butter, either one. Which will you use? My recipe is with avocado oil, but if you don't have those, the other two are great options. And if you want to use fresh garlic, you're going to use 6 cloves of garlic. If you're going to use minced garlic, you're going to use 1 tablespoon of garlic. I'm looking for my garlic. And if you're using garlic powder, you're using 1 teaspoon of garlic. So I'm using garlic, and I want it to start to like saute in this oil. If you're using cloves, especially minced garlic, also like let it start to kind of sizzle with this till you start to smell it, which is kind of immediately with the powder. Tell me where you're watching from. It is again a really hot day, and then there was this random, really loud thunder, and now it's not here, but it was really hot. So we went to the pool. I did some laps. I had a meeting. The girls swam, and then the water was really hot, so we didn't stay as long as we usually do. They usually want to stay forever. All right, so now we have this. I had already been heating my pan, so the oil is here. I'm going to add now a half a cup of water, and there's already it's already warm like this. It's already it was already hot. Now I'm going to add 4 cups of broccoli florets, and I want these to start kind of sauteing and cooking in the water with the oil and with the garlic. So I want to kind of mix this around because I'm not using fresh garlic. That's probably the best option. All the options are fine though. Garlic, minced garlic, powdered garlic, or fresh garlic. This is a really big pot, and all of my water is kind of going to the side. So I'm going to move my my broccoli to there. So I have 4 cups of broccoli florets that I'm sauteing. And I'm going to let those saute for a few minutes. And then I'm going to tell you the other ingredients that we have, but we're going to add those as we go. And the last one, so I'm not using raw shrimp. So if you're going to use raw shrimp, then you can start to cook the shrimp in a little bit. Not yet. But I'm using cooked shrimp and deveined and tail off, just because it's easier. But you can use whichever type of shrimp you prefer. If you like shrimp, put shrimp in the comments. If you don't like shrimp, you can use chicken or beef with this same dish, and it will be delicious. So we're gonna get extra protein also with our eggs. If you like fried rice, put fried rice in the comments. If you like regular fried, like Chinese fried rice, put fried rice. That is what we are aiming to make, that's what the recipe that I'm making right now is my version of fried rice, but shrimp fried rice. I'm going to grab a spatula to be able to mix this better, or move these around. Tell me where you're watching from. How did you move your body today? I have been on a walk, and I have swam some laps, 20 minutes of laps in the pool, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I am going to go on another walk. The walks are not overly fast-paced. My pool workout was intentionally muscle-focused, and now I'm going to walk again and tell you what you're doing. What are you doing to move your body today? How are you? What's the weather like where you are? I know there's been storms all around the country in the U.S. I know that the heat has been blazing in a lot of places too. White Bear Lake, that's right, Renee. Hello. I know it rained really hard in Minnesota yesterday. How has it been today, Renee? Tell me in the comments. All right. Now we are going to add.
Hi guys. Eli said he has Google Meet.
Okay.
Can I have Google Meet?
Eso suena pregunta para Daddy. Now we're going to add to our. I want to say this for like. I've been doing it for 2 minutes. I'm going to leave it at 2 minutes, and I'm going to add my cauliflower. Now remember, I have cooked, I'm using cooked shrimp. So I'll tell you when to add the shrimp if you're not using cooked shrimp. It's gonna be the last thing I add because it's already cooked. So I'm gonna add 2 bags of cauliflower. Rice, this is our rice. It's raining again today, Renee. All right. That's maybe good for the heat to cool. I know yesterday our rain cooled down the 100-degree weather. So it was helpful to have rain yesterday. It made today a little cooler than yesterday. I think today was only like 90. All right, now I'm going to mix this with the broccoli. My rice with my broccoli, with the garlic, with all of it, with the avocado oil. But I'm going to be adding some more things and some more spices and some more liquid. This is frozen cauliflower rice that it's been sitting for a few minutes just so it's easier to like break down the little clumps of frozenness. And I'm going to add to this a 6 tablespoons of Bragg's liquid aminos. You can use coconut aminos or liquid aminos. It is good for the plants, that's very true. The rain is amazing for the plants and so necessary, especially when it's hot in the summer. So liquid aminos are like our soy sauce. If you use the coconut ones, there's no soy. They're a good substitute for soy sauce. The regular one, these ones, and the coconut ones have a little bit of a coconut flavor. So my husband is eating dinner with us tonight and he does not prefer the coconut flavor. So we do the regular liquid aminos. I'm going to mix this and I'm going to add some spices. And then I am going to add my shrimp. So I want to eventually cook this for 10 minutes, the rice. But I'm not going to add my shrimp just yet. Not just yet. I would add your shrimp actually now if you're cooking it, if it's not already cooked. And if it is cooked already, I would hold off a little bit more because we don't want it to get overcooked and like chewy in a weird way. All right. Now I'm going to add some more spices and we're going to add our egg in a second. So I am going to add a teaspoon of ginger powder. A teaspoon of ginger powder. And I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of black pepper. Half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of pink salt. I'm going to add more pink salt at the end too. Where's my pink salt? Teaspoon. I'm almost out of my pink salt from Costco. We've had it for several months now and we are almost out. Like at the very tail end. So that's a teaspoon. I'm going to mix all these spices together, and then I'm going to add my egg, and then I'm going to add my shrimp because I have cooked shrimp. But if you don't have cooked shrimp, you're going to add your shrimp right now. Even before you put the spices in, you could add it. Okay, now I'm going to add my egg. I have 5 eggs that are already beaten. I use a fondue knife or fork. Oh, hi. It's early 4th of July. I'm using a fondue knife fork to beat my eggs. It's my favorite way to beat eggs. I feel like it gets them extra beaten. All right, now that I have these in here, I'm gonna mix them around so they can start cooking evenly. And then we're almost done. This doesn't require a lot of prep because all I did was, these broccoli florets were from a head of broccoli instead of like frozen. You could use frozen broccoli, 3 cups of broccoli. I didn't say the quantity, 3 cups of broccoli. Or already cut broccoli florets so you don't have to have a whole lot of prep. And then the rice is already cut and my shrimp is already done. So it's really a fast, easy one-pot meal. This shrimp fried rice. Almost looks like there's no eggs in here, but there's a lot more liquid. I'll show you what it looks like. There it is. All right, so I put a timer on for 7 minutes so that it can be cooking. The cauliflower rice can be cooking, which is basically just heating up and becoming not not frozen anymore. And I want to keep mixing my eggs around because I can see that they're starting to cook, which is great. And when I have 5 minutes left, I'm going to put my shrimp in here. Now I have a bag of shrimp from Aldi that is 12 ounces and it says it's like 53 to 60 something shrimp. They're like medium shrimps. So you can use whatever quantity you would like. Of course, it'll change your macros a little bit, but protein is always amazing. High protein, low carb. Our healthy fats are our avocado oil. There's some fat and a little bit of fat in shrimp. And then we're getting our carbs, and our protein is also from our eggs, and then we're getting our carbs from our broccoli and our cauliflower rice. So it's great. I keep looking. Oh, the shrimp is over here. It is in the sink. Ready to go. All right. So we are almost ready to add our shrimp. And then we'll be ready to cook it. I'm going to show you, I'm going to mix this again, let it sit for a little bit. And then it's becoming more and more the fried rice type texture with all the egg in it. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Oops. You can see kind of, I don't know if you can see, but there's like little egg pieces. It's really good. So if you like fried rice, make sure you like, share, heart, save the video so that more people can know that they can have breakfast, not breakfast, this is shrimp fried rice without going to a restaurant, and that tastes delicious and that is healthy and high protein and low carb, that is not full of unhealthy oils and is full of goodness. All right, now we're going to add our shrimp. And like I said, this is like a 12-ounce bag. I threw the bag away, but 12-ounce bag, and it's 50 to 60 something shrimp. Has a little bit of water in it still. Okay. So I'm gonna put my shrimp. This is already deveined and tail off. It's up to you, of course, how you want your shrimp. I just don't like to do extra work. So I make it as easy as possible. All right. Now, I'm going to mix this around. I'll show you what it looks like. And then now it's just cooking it for like another 4 minutes. I want the liquid to be gone. So I'll show you where the liquid is. And so I'm going to saute it until the liquid's gone, which might be a little bit more than 4 minutes. We'll see what happens in 4 minutes. And I'm going to add another teaspoon of pink salt too. Thank you, Renee, for sharing. Here's some liquid. You can see it here maybe. So I want this liquid to go away, which it will. It will saute away. And pink salt, I'm going to add another teaspoon. And then this is to taste afterwards. And then, of course, you can always add cayenne pepper. You can always add jalapenos if you want to this. Or you can have it just as it is. And that is the recipe. It is done, except for getting the liquid away. And getting the liquid evaporated. And the shrimp heated up. That's the goal of the shrimp, is to heat it up, but not to overcook it. And that's it. Oh my goodness, it's done. One pot meal. Super fast and easy. Very little prep. So, from my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy plates from around the world. Bye!